I almost just snorted out tea through my nose. Okay, well, hey. What's up, lads? This is the most refreshed I've looked in days, which is concerning. Also, I kind of don't want to edit this that much. Like, obviously a little bit, but like, I don't know, I don't want to make it too chopped up, I guess. I think a rant is a rant and I should just kind of speak it. And my crying corner episodes are rather long, so instead of having 100 rants, I thought I'd just do 2 today. You're welcome. Oh, hair in my eyes. But yeah, this is the... Hold up, how do I not even know what episode this is? And it's... I swear I'm on like... I'm on like 3. Oh my god, can you imagine if I'm completely wrong? Yeah, so this is my 3rd one. Cool, I'm not entirely delusional. So this is the 3rd episode of Crying Corner with Caven. Okay, like literally from where you are currently, I look like my neck has disappeared, my chin has disappeared into my neck because the like square lines are like covering my chin and look, yeah, anyways, you don't even need to know that. But today's episode is going to be about 2 things I wanted to talk about. And I'm just going to say them in case I forget them because I am that forgetful. So the first one will be about why I love heartbreak, and the second one will be why you're allowed to have rest days, essentially. I know that sounds like duh, but I will go into more depth. Not too much. I know we probably don't want a video half an hour, so I'm watching the timer, but anyways, my point. So I'm just gonna go right into it, and I have my tea, which is kind of lukewarm because I just showered. But, oh, it's quite sweet, I love that. However, itchy eyebrow break. So why I love heartbreak. This is the thought that triggered this theme for me. I've been doing a lot better recently than I had been doing, let's say, in previous Crying Corner episodes. And I've said this a couple times in my recent videos and social media in general and stuff, that I have been doing better. And it's been a period that's kind of like long enough for me to feel stable in saying that. A few weeks. I'm joking. It's been like, I don't know, I'd say a month and a bit where I've been solid in my I'm okayness, because like even through rough moments I've been okay, as in I've told myself I'm okay and I've gotten over it very quickly. Let's say that. Whereas before I think I would have definitely dwelled on that kind of stuff. I feel like I've grown a lot in the past month, a lot, for several reasons which I won't get into right now, just because it's not the point of the video. But the thought that I had was, I've been doing so well, and then I was kind of like reflecting on previous times, so again like the Crying Corner other episodes, and I was just like, wow, you've come so far. And also, like, when I made that first video, I was in a lot of heartbreak, which is kind of ironic considering I'm now basically with the person that I hurt and they hurt me. It was very mutual, to say the least. It's a confusing situation, we don't need to get into it right now. All you need to know is he's my twin flame, and like that says it all. But let me just clearly state, he is not the reason for my happiness. Us being in a good place 100% helps me, obviously, because when I say that, people are like, you're depending on... No, if you're in a bad terms with anyone in your life that is significant in your life, someone that you would talk to every day, that's going to affect you regardless of who it is. Even if it's your mum, your best friend, or your boyfriend, it doesn't matter who in your life it is. If they are daily in your life and you're on bad terms with them, it's going to affect you plenty. So stop pushing this narrative of you're dependent on someone just because when you fight you feel shit. That's such a normal human thing. And I needed to say that tiny rant. I'm definitely gonna derail 100 times in this. Anyways, back to the beginning. So yeah, I was just in a lot of pain. I think also at that point in time, like, I was still figuring out what to do with meds and my health, and I think I was still at uni in the first episode. Like, I just finished it or something, or I was at the end of it. But I was obviously working from home because I'd been hospitalized in December, and they were like, just take the second half of the year at home, which was cool, and I appreciate that they let me do that. But yeah, I had that thought of like, damn, that was a weird time compared to now. And like, looking back, I definitely didn't think, I don't know, maybe I did. I think I kind of had an inkling that this is where I would be, or we would be, or along those lines. I think I didn't know how I would get there, and that was what hurt as well, and confused me, of course. But I wanted to talk about how that heartbreak, although obviously very painful, and heartbreak in general is very painful, was necessary. Not just for me and him. I think it was for me and him, but obviously we needed that time, we needed that space, we needed to miss each other and recuperate our individual selves, and just so many, there's like a list of reasons why it was positive for us. But also as an individual, I obviously had to prepare myself for the other, you know, the alternative outcome, which is the opposite of where I am now, which is basically with him and on good terms, and just like a lot of progress and all that, basically. So I prepped myself, and I was like, no, I wasn't negative. I think there's this saying that's like, prepare yourself for the worst, but what's the word? But expect the best. So expect the best, but prepare yourself mentally for the worst. So like, if it comes, sure, you'd be disappointed, but you wouldn't be like heartbroken and like, you know, just a complete mess. So I like that, and I kind of went with that, I guess. But I think everyone knows what I'm gonna say when I talk about how heartbreak helps an individual. I think there are so many reasons, but one of which is just it helps you find yourself. I needed time away from him, which I took, and that, although my decision was very hard, and ultimately, like, looking back, I don't regret it, even though I missed him so much in that time, and it took us, you know, a couple months to kind of get back into us, I guess. But it was such a significant moment for me of like learning who I am and what I want. And I think I really don't think I found myself fully. I don't think anyone really ever finds themselves fully, but I didn't find myself fully in that moment, of like in that month that we didn't speak, that I took away. But I found in that heartbreak, I found what I wanted most, what I needed to heal, which is so important, and I have several videos on healing if you want to go watch them, and just what I valued, I guess, because it was a time where, like I said, several things were going wrong, and I had to look after myself completely alone in a way, and that was scary, but I valued most this company of my own, I guess. Like, I loved being by myself, and I found it almost overwhelming to be and speak with other people. And that's not how I am now. I literally just got back from being out with all like 5 of my friends, and a very long day, which I'll get into later, but I regained balance. I fell off the wagon from like March to June. I was just completely low, and just, yeah, I think everyone knows this by now though. And I think from June to now there's just been this immense progress. Like I always say, it's never linear, but it is progress and growth as well. And that time away from him, I didn't grow in that time. I think in that time I just realized a lot of things, and I more so grew after that. I think I now am learning that I have to enjoy my own time. I have to enjoy my individuality, and I have from that point tried to heal like my anxious attachment style, which I've spoken about having several times before, and I just think it helped me figure so many things out, and I don't even know how to put it into words. And I've mentioned this so many times, and I say it every single time, but like, I dropped a couple friends, not in a harsh I cut them out way, but in a I was realizing like I don't enjoy your company, or our energies just kind of clash, or you make me kind of anxious, and I, in it, not to sound sappy and gross and stuff, but I realized how much I missed him and loved him, because no one else's company made me feel the way his does. But now I'm at this point, right? Like before, I think I was completely relying on him when we first met to when we kind of separated. I was just completely reliant on him and his company, and that's never good, right? But it was mutual, and that was not healthy for either of us. But now I spend so much time with my friends, and I spend a lot of time alone, and I still have my attached issues now and then, but it's not so relevant. I hope that's the right word. Imagine it isn't. But it's a lot better. So for example, right now he's at Reading. He's with his sister and friends, and I get really paranoid about his safety for several reasons, which I won't go into because they're private and personal. But you know, in general, like it's almost like a nurturing kind of worry. Like I wouldn't worry necessarily about my best friend, but if my sister was going, I'd worry, and my partner's gone, so I'm worried. Just like, it's not a I'm not there and so I don't know what you're doing. It's I really just want you to be safe, and like if I find something that's gone wrong, I'm gonna break down. But that's what I'm trying to break down myself, having that outlook, I guess. But he's been really good and messaged me every morning, I love you, this happened yesterday, blah 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 blah. And there's just been so much immense progress between the two of us mutually that there are moments where I get really shocked, and I'm like I know this is normal, and like this is what most relationships consist of, but I still go, Jesus, like how did we go from literally hurting each other, like needing to kind of separate and be alone, to wanting, well, we always wanted it, but to like acting on that want of fixing things and being together. And I don't know, it's not shock that he did anything or shock that I pulled through. It's more so like time is so weird, and this concept of growth is so weird, but heartbreak kind of triggered it. And in general, when I look back at previous heartbreaks, like my first real heartbreak literally sent me into a spiral for about 3 years because I was so young, I was so stupid and impressionable and uneducated on what real relationships were and feelings and I was a kid. Literally, I was literally a kid. A teenager, but a kid. And so I look back at that and I was so hurt for so long, and I think me now, I just would have been like, yeah, feel the pain, babe, go ahead, but damn, look after yourself. And I didn't really do that then. I think I really struggled with it, and you always want to look back and like cuddle your little self and be like, literally, you are so stupid, but in a nice way, you know, in a nurturing way. Like, that doesn't even exist. And then I look at my second my second breakup, which I initiated, and I go like, I had been contemplating that breakup for months, and I was just scared to do it because I'd been with this person for so long, and it was just the best decision I ever made. Because then I had a year of basically being alone, and then I met my current partner. This was a year ago I met him, so it's been 2 years since the breakup basically, and just like that year alone, I'm such a romantic, like obviously I wanted to be with someone, I wanted a relationship, but I wasn't desperate for it. I was kind of like, am I ever gonna find someone? I was in that stupid phase of like, am I? Because I just kind of like ended it with someone who did choose me, you know, just like, I don't know, I was just contemplating a lot. But ultimately it was, and I knew this then, it wasn't something I just realised, it was the best decision ever, because I just focused on myself so much for the first time in literally ever, in my first time in my life. I felt so free, I felt so positive and good, and I was learning who I was and growing my hair out, and then the pandemic happened, so I was just really like getting into my hobbies and writing again and reading again, and then I started tarot properly, like as a job, and I was connecting and fixing my family relationships, and like missing like that pandemic had so many negatives, but being able to miss people sometimes is a really positive thing, and I miss my friends so much, and I was like, God, after this I'm never not hanging out with you, you know, like I'm never gonna use school as an excuse or something along those lines. And so yeah, it was just a very positive experience being single for a year, and helped me get here. But also like the heartbreak with my current partner earlier this year triggered more growth. And I just think everything triggers growth, but I think pain triggers so much growth, and like that's the beauty that we have to kind of see in it. So anyway, that's my first rant. I hope it kind of made sense. I'm rambling obviously, but yeah. The second thing I said I wanted to talk about was letting yourself have rest days. So I don't know, you probably can't tell, which is a really good thing, but I don't have any sunlight coming into my room right now. Like I do, but I don't, because basically my curtains are completely shut. So it's just me and my four walls today. Here's the reason. Yesterday, went out with my friends, like I said. I was out from 12 until 3 a.m. 12 p.m. until 3 a.m. today. When I say the exhaustion, oh my gosh, just had me in a chokehold. I had one drink, smoked a little, but like literally a little bit. Like usually I do much more, and I didn't. And when I say smoke, I don't mean weed, I mean cigarettes. And we just like, all I ate was McDonald's. Literally all I ate was McDonald's. And a brownie, which was so good, by the way. My nail fell off. And we just spent like literally a few hours doing nothing. And then we went and ate, and like we were just speaking our asses off, and then we went and did something else, and then we went and ate again, and it was such a lovely day. And it was like Friday the day before. Just like I felt like depression had me in like a fucking chokehold. Like I'd been in the house too long, I wasn't socializing a lot. So I was just like, even though I'm basically burnt out, I want to go out because I need to like do something. And then I came home and I literally forgot I had to shower. I'm very OCD about my showering. It's every 2 days in the morning, first thing. I slept over at my best friend's house because all the buses were down and everything. So I slept over at his, left at 8 in the morning, got picked up by my parents. I came home straight into bed in yesterday's clothes and completely forgot I had to shower. And I was just like, Mom, please, food, like I feel like I'm dying. Also TMI, but like my bowels were literally punishing me for only eating McDonald's, even though I craved it, and I'm on like pills that settle my stomach to help me eat because it's a really bad side effect of my birth control that I'm on for my ovarian conditions. So listen, I was really struggling. And I was just like, can you get me a coffee too, please? And I was like, do I sleep? Like I really was tempted to sleep, but then my partner woke up and we'd have this, whilst he's been at Reading, we've just had like little morning conversations, and then he just goes in about his day and I've just gone about my day. But I just wanted to be there for that conversation and be present and not sleep because I miss him a little bit. So I ended up staying awake for like an hour to talk to him, and then by that point I wasn't tired and I was just like, I just need to get food in me, like good food. So I had like eggs and toast and like watermelon, and then I had a coffee. This is my tea, which is kind of cold now, and I need to have so much water. My throat hurts, and I was just sweating my ass off in my clothes before my shower. Not even that it's hot, I was just wearing like several layers because I couldn't be asked. I have to clean. I've got like a stack of clothes over there, which I never do. I'm quite literally OCD, so that is bothering me. I was just like, you're allowed a day off, Mia, like you're literally allowed a day off. But I was like, yesterday is my day off because you were out, but also like, by day off I mean you're allowed to have a break and do nothing, and you're allowed to be a fucking vampire like I am with my curtains shut. Like I think if I see sunlight today I'll burn. I genuinely think that. I think I'll die on the spot. I don't know why. Usually I love the sunlight. I'm a Leo. Says it all. But today I'm literally just going to edit this, put away my clothes, put some listings on Depop, by the way, link below. I sell really cute clothes, I'm not even lying to you, they're really cute. Some of them I'm really hesitant to sell, but I'm only selling them because I don't wear them, and like what is the point in having them? But anyways, that's another ramble. But yeah, I was just like, you're allowed this, you're allowed to have eaten really badly yesterday, and you're allowed, like I don't smoke or drink or do anything daily, weekly, or anything along those lines. So I was like, socially you're allowed to do that too, and you're allowed to just allow yourself to do things. Not talking murder here, I'm just talking technical bad habits or dips in routines and things like that. Just allow it to happen and be okay with it and find peace in it. I've enjoyed having a break, and it's just been nice. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't know, that second one wasn't really much of a rant. I think it was just me like trying to validate myself and my actions. You're all gonna be like, what the fuck have I just watched? But yeah, that's the video for today, and we didn't get to half an hour, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm enjoying making content a lot recently, and I hope you've been enjoying my videos too. And I've got some exciting cute ideas and stuff, so make sure you're keeping yourself updated with my life. That sounded really fucking vague, didn't it? Keep yourself updated in my life. I'm important, like shut the fuck up. Anyways, I was gonna say don't watch He's All That. Really, please don't hate watch it, because it will be #1 on Netflix. Don't do it, please. Please, for the love of the film students out there, don't do it. Please. Actually, the one good thing about people watching that film is the letterbox reviews are going to be hilarious. But anyways, enough chatting shit from me. I love you all very much, and I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. And I hope to see you in my next video. If you want to follow my socials, they're down below. I will also put I don't even know what fucking site it is when I edit, but the link to all my other Crying Corner episodes, and you can watch them in order if you prefer that, but I guess I should have said this at the beginning because now you've watched the 3rd episode. But anyways, you know the drill. I love you. See you next time, hopefully. Yeah, bye.